Hello, everybody. This is CJ Miller. I am still in my kitchen in Shreveport, Louisiana, and so this is a yellow cake mix. Mine was Betty Crocker. You can use, was it Betty Crocker? Yeah, it was Betty Crocker. You can use any brand that you wanted. Basically, uh, I used butter, 3 eggs, the cake mix, uh, the amount of water that it called for. I say that it called for a cup of water. I don't know. I just kind of eyeballed it, but I also added in a splash of milk. I just have it on hand, so I used it whole milk. Sometimes you follow the recipe on the cake mix, and then you realize, hey, it's a little bit thicker uh, than I want to handle with. So you want to thin it out. That's the case when I used um, the milk, and then I used unsalted butter. I separated it into two buttered pans, uh, buttered and then floured, basically. And then you can use oil in lieu of butter or something like that, but you want to avoid something like an olive oil that has a distinctive flavor that could, unless you're looking for that. But I separated it into two pans, and then what I'm doing is I'm floating this powdered brown sugar atop both of them, so that when the cake swells up and everything, it's going to get this lovely caramelization in wherever the sugar melts and becomes part of the cake and everything. What's going to happen here is then I'm going to take and put a frosting between the layers, a thin layer of frosting, and then I'm going to frost the rest of the cake. And I'm not like a great cake froster, and that's okay. But this is I do very rustic cooking. I, yeah, I think that once you get some basics down with cooking, you'll be able to be just really, you'll be able to just put something together, bring people together into your home with a meal that was put together, pretty simply. Maybe with a little bit of, foresight, you can prep it, you put it together. But also, if you didn't want to use a cake mix, like I said in the other video that I made where I was making bread. By the way, the bread dough has already swollen to 2 times its amount. So pretty soon I'm going to set that aside. I'm not actually going to cook the bread till tomorrow. But what you'll want to do is with folding these ingredients together, you want to, you can use a hand mixer or something like that. I used just a fork, and I made sure it was really, really incorporated, and did a lot of folding. Wanted to get a lot of aerating into this bread. I mean, into the cake. So this is great. And then, when you finish pouring it, you give it a drop to settle it. And there you go. Cook it to the specifications. This is going to rise, but then of course when it's done, it's going to look all risen, and of course it will settle as it cools. And then, if need be, if it's not quite as level as I'd like it to be, maybe I'll level the top of one of the cakes. Maybe I should have thought about it. Well, I guess it depends upon which one looks best. I'll level, but I'm going to knock off. That'll be the one the bottom layer. To maybe I'll reserve the what I take off the top, and I can use it for crumbling or something like that. Decor. I don't know. Maybe I'll turn it into a dust, and then I'll put it over the top of the frosting once I frost it. I don't know. But anyway, let's get into the baking. Love you guys. Really, love and light. Check us out tomorrow. Check me out tomorrow for some of the results of my experimentation. And love you. Bye.